Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States and Mrs. Nixon.
Would you be seated, please? Ladies and gentlemen, we're very happy to welcome you tonight at this first evening at the White House in the year 1973. We have a great number of very special guests, members of the Senate, members of the House, and guests from all over the country, as well, of course, as members of the President's cabinet. But some very special guests are the Apollo 17 astronauts. And I'd like to have Captain Cernan, Captain Evans, and Dr. Schmidt to stand, and we can give them our appreciation. Thank you. I think all of us realize that the landings on the moon, the flights to the moon, were perhaps the best illustration of what we like to think is the American can-do spirit. And for that reason, I think it's particularly appropriate that our very special honored guest tonight is one who exemplifies that can-do spirit. We all know about his records, we all know about his motion pictures and his personal appearances around the country. And most of us know, too, about his best-selling book, which is entitled appropriately, Yes, I Can. When we think of Sammy Davis Jr., we remember that he began as a relatively poor boy. We remember, too, that he overcame the poverty and the prejudice and went clear to the top because he had that spirit of, yes, I can. And tonight, as I think of how appropriately to present him here in Washington in the White House to this very distinguished audience, I think we could refer to him as our golden boy. We could refer to him as our candy man. We could refer to him and introduce him as Mr. Wonderful. But I think what he would like more than anything else, this man who demonstrated that you can make the American dream come true in your own life, he would like to be introduced as I introduce him to you now. Mr. Sammy Davis Jr., a great American.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mrs. Nixon, distinguished guests, may I say how very thrilled and honored I am to be here this evening to try to entertain you. I have been in show business over 40 years. I have never done a tougher show than the one I'd like to do tonight. I am not going to pretend. I'm not going to be sophisticated and say, it's just another show. But to me, it exemplifies what the President was nice enough to say in part about me, because where else but in America could one grown man hug another grown man and get invited to his house later? I've had a very marvelous day today. It's been extremely beautiful to come to Washington and to be associated and have my family here. My wife is in the audience as well as my partner and family and all of that. I'd like for you to meet a man that has been with me for 19 years. And he is as excited and thrilled about this evening. He's been my musical conductor and arranger, but more importantly, he's like my big brother. I'd like a nice big hand for Mr. George Rhodes, would you please? Could we possibly turn it down just a pinch? That would be marvelous. Thank you. Now, under normal circumstances, ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you that if I'm working in a nightclub or I'm doing a concert or if I'm working under normal circumstances, I usually bill my show. You know, you start out with something amusing and hope that it builds to a climax. I have not had as many hits as a lot of people would like for you to believe. I've only had a couple of million sellers. I'm going to do one of them to open the show. I don't feel now, under normal circumstances, you're supposed to keep your hits till the end of the show, so the people in the theater or the nightclub can say, oh, I wonder if he's ever going to do it, you know. But I ain't taking no chances. I'm opening up with the heavyweights. That's it. Because, as they used to say on the corner, this is as far uptown as I'm ever gonna get. Look out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who can take a sunrise, sprinkle it with dew, cover it with chocolate or a miracle or two? The candy man, yeah, the candy man can. The candy man can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Who can take a sunrise, wrap it in a dream, separate the coffee and come up with all the cream? The candy man, yeah, the candy man can. The candy man can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Oh, the candy man makes everything he makes satisfying and delicious. Talking about your childhood wishes, you can even eat the dishes. Whoa, who can take tomorrow, put it in a dream, separate the sorrow and collect a ball of cream? The candy man, the candy man can. The candy man can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Oh, the candy man makes everything he makes satisfying and delicious. Talking about your childhood wishes, well, you can even eat the dishes. Yeah, 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 who can take tomorrow, put it in a dream, separate the sorrow and collect a ball of cream? The candy man, the candy man can. The candy man can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. The candy man can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. A candy man, 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 yeah, 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 candy man, a candy man, a candy man, 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 candy man, a candy man, a candy man. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you very much. Shall we do I Gotta Be Me? Thank you. You're beautiful. Thank you very much. You will forgive me, and I don't mean this as any disrespect, certainly to the First Family or to any of the distinguished guests we have here, but I am, if you've seen me on television, you know there are a couple of things that I do. One is peace and love and togetherness, and the other is smoke. And I'm not proud of the fact that I smoke, ladies and gentlemen. As a matter of fact, I've tried to quit several times. I even went through hypnosis. My wife took me to a place in Beverly Hills for hypnosis, and the man sat me down in the room. $500 it cost. And he put all the shades down. A regular doctor, not a charlatan, but a regular doctor who deals in this. And he said, Mr. Davis, now just sit down, concentrate on the light, and keep it going. And when you feel drowsy, start to count backwards from 10. And sure enough, I started to feel a little drowsy, and I started to count backwards, and I said, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 2, give me a cigarette. I just didn't have the, well, I didn't have the, I couldn't tell him he had the light shining in the wrong eye. I just couldn't tell him, you know. break a poor man's heart. We'd like to do this number for you. This is one that was very lucky, and it's kind of a philosophy of life that I found very, very rewarding during the last election at certain times, because I had to keep thinking of this all the time. Go ahead, George. Whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong, whether I find a place in this world or never belong, I gotta be me, I gotta be me. What else can I be but what I am? I want to live, not merely survive, and I won't give up this dream of life that keeps me alive. I gotta be me, I gotta be me. The dream that I see makes me what I am. That faraway prize, the world of success, it's waiting for me if I'll heed the call. I won't settle down or settle for less, as long as there's a chance that I can have it all. I'll go it alone if that's how it must be. I can't be right for somebody else if I'm not right for me. I gotta be free, I gotta be free, daring to try to do it or die. I gotta be me, and I'll go it alone if that's how it must be. I can't be right if I'm not right for me. I gotta be free, and I'm gonna be free, daring to try to do it or die. I gotta be me.
Go, go, chicky, go, go, chicky, go, chicky, go, go.
So high, jump so high, and then he'd lightly touch down. I met him in a cell in New Orleans. I was. Well, I was down and out. He looked to me to be the very eyes of age. As he spoke right out, talked of life, laughed, slapped his leg a step. He said his name was Bojangles, then he danced a lick. Right across the cell, he grabbed his pants, took a better stance, then he jumped up high. That's when he clicked his heels, then he let go a laugh. Lord, he let go a laugh. Shook back his clothes all around. That was Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles. Mr. Bojangles. Lord, he could dance. He told me other times he worked with minstrel shows, traveling throughout the South. He spoke with tears of 15 years, how his dog and he, they just traveled about. But his dog up and died, and after 20 years, he's still grieved. Said I dance now with every chance in honky-tonks for my drinks and tips. But most of the time I spend behind these county bars. You see, son, I drinks a bit. Then he shook his head. Lord, when he shook his head, I could swear I heard someone say, please, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, come back and dance, 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 please dance. Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles, dance. Why don't you come back and dance, please, Bojangles? Please dance again for us, Mr. Bojangles. Why don't we keep the lights up like they are, gentlemen? Because, I think it's a little more family style this way. We'll do one. The one thing that I was afraid to do was to do any hard rock, Now, I do hard rock. Those of you who remember Miami at the Marina, remember all the hard rock we did, right? Okay. See? We can do spinning wheel? We can do spinning wheel? Should we do spinning wheel a little bit? Get it on a little bit?
It was kind of heavy.
I know it's heavy.
All right.
But they can stand it. They're ready for it now. Okay, I hope I remember this. We'll try to do it for you. Look out. Ha! What goes up must come down. Spinning wheel, we got to go round. Talk about your trouble, it's a crying sin. Get the painted pony, watch your spinning wheel spin. You got no money, and you got no home. Spinning wheel, all alone. Talk about your trouble, but you never learn. Get your painted pony, watch your spinning wheel turn.